Hello YouTube, welcome to Farming Simulator 2017, Farming with Mods, Part 1. It's been a while since we made a video. Obviously our last one was in 2015, but now we have our 2017 edition, and we have everything placed how we want it. We bought everything we need, and so it's time to get to work without further ado. First of all, I would like to say that the 2017 version isn't bad. I like a lot of the features it has. One thing I can't figure out is... oh, hit a wall. That's a great way to start. One thing I can't figure out is how in the world do I fill up the potato seeder using potatoes I've already harvested. I tried. So pretty much today we are going to be planting some potatoes because that's going to be our main crop that we're going to be growing. This is our TechBiz truck, updated from 2015. Everything works well on it other than the lights. They have a funky thing going on there, as you can see. So that's not too major to worry about, so I'm not going to be concerned about that. But let's go get our potato seeder. Now I tried several times to record the Farming Simulator video using a different software. It didn't work out well, so hopefully this one works better. Each time it wouldn't save, or the audio didn't come through, or something else was going on. But I'm hoping this works a bit better. So we're going to go ahead and fill this seeder right here up with seed that we've bought. And we also need to fill it up with some liquid fertilizer, but all that stuff's right up at the shop, so that's where we're headed to. We do have some liquid fertilizer in our potato house, and we have some seed bags on our farm still, but I don't want to touch those yet because I bought some up at the shop anyway, so I might as well use the further away ones first, I guess. I have given us quite a lump of money to start out with because I was in the process of buying everything we needed and everything we might want. So I just haven't reduced the money back down to a reasonable amount yet, but I will as soon as I remember before getting on the game. I have been playing it a little bit just to get familiar with a few of the newer things that are in the 2017 version. One thing I definitely like is the fact that you can put fertilizer right in the seeders. It saves an extra step when planting. I mean, you can fertilize your crops, I think it's set up to 3 times during each stage of the growing process, but this right here saves one step of that anyways by having the fertilizer right on board. Now, I already showed you the TechBiz truck, I do believe. That's going to be the main one we're using, obviously because it has our logo on it. So, and I worked hard on designing it just right. Now this was not the tractor to use with this seeder. It slowed down a lot going up this hill. But, oh well. No point turning back now to go get a different tractor, I guess. We're almost there anyways. So we're just going to go ahead and get our field seeded today. And that's all really we're going to be doing in this episode. The next episode will probably be harvesting. We might be doing a little bit of organizing. But feel free to send us a message on our Facebook page and or our YouTube channel to let us know what you'd like to see us do on Farming Simulator 2017. And Charlie's going to be recording some more videos of other games throughout the week. I'm not sure what games yet. We talked only briefly, and he wants to get on board with posting some videos, so that'll be happening sometime within the next week or so, I'd imagine. It takes quite a few of these seed bags to fill up this seeder, so obviously that's why I want to figure out how to fill it up using the glass harvest, because that would save us quite a chunk of money in the long run. Obviously it's not very much right now, but it'll add up, I'm sure, if we keep buying these seed bags. So obviously anyone who has any advice about how to fill this thing, please send me a message. I don't know what else to try. I don't know if maybe I'm doing something wrong with the conveyors, but as far as I'm aware, I have no idea how to fill this. It looks like we're going to have to break into another seed bag down at the farm because those ones didn't quite fill this up. Obviously it's a big machine, so I'm not going to complain at all, but set the cruise control, I guess, and just kick back for a couple minutes while we are traveling to our base, I guess. Main farmyard. Yeah, that's probably a better way of putting it. And like I said before, if you guys have any ideas for videos we can do as far as Farming Simulator is concerned, I'll gladly read them all and consider them all. Just send a message to us on Facebook. You can type in the search bar at the top TechBiz Online Show, and once you find our logo, you'll find our page. And just send us a message on there, post on our timeline, do whatever. You can also just go to our YouTube channel and send us a message that way. Or you can email us at techbizonlineshow, all one word, at gmail.com. A link to our Facebook page will be in the description of this video, and probably all future videos, just to let you know. It would be great if everyone who watches this video went and gave us a like on our Facebook page. So, I'm not saying you have to, but it would be nice. Spread the word a little bit. Get the Farming Simulator 2017 community aware of this new series. One of the buildings I really like in this new game is that red barn right there. That's where you sell hay and stuff. I feel like that would be a really cool building to have just as an optional empty building, just to park equipment in or whatever. So maybe we'll look into seeing if we can find a mod of that somewhere. Another cool thing to have would be, eventually we're going to install a fence. It's going to go not around our property, but just around our potato house. We're going to install a fence and just have a couple doors that we can open when we need to back equipment in or whatever. That way we can keep some of the forest animals out. They've been pestering at our potatoes. Alright, let's finish filling this puppy up, and we'll get a helper right to seeding. And while they're doing that, we will, I don't know what we'll do, we'll find something, that's for sure. There's always work to be done around here. I'm really hoping this video records the audio. The other, like I said, the other software didn't. So let's just hope for the best, I guess, because this is probably my last try for this week anyways. If it doesn't work, I'll probably just make a post saying we've had technical issues and there will be no video this week. Alright, we got this person seeding. They are not doing what I want though. Let's see here, where is the settings? We'll change all these settings to off, that way the worker doesn't buy anything and they're just using what's in our potato seeder, because once that's empty we'll be done for the day, so that'll keep track of our time limit. Alright, so we're back here at the potato house. This is where we're going to be doing most of our work. That machine right there, we dump potatoes in it into the it's kind of like a hopper. I'm probably going to call it the hopper. We're going to dump potatoes in there, and then it makes boxes that make it easier to transport potatoes and also to store potatoes. We're also going to be piling them right there. Oh, sorry. And so that'll be good. We'll have a good old potato industry going here. We got quite a bit of equipment that it gave us to start out. We have tractors over here, as well as a couple potato trucks, and an old forklift that isn't running. We have some liquid fertilizer, like I said, down here. We have all kinds of equipment. Alright, so let's go see. There's our truck way up there. Go figure. We're just going to go over to that truck and we are going to probably go and bring the potato seeder back up to the farm with us. That way it's up here, ready to go when we need to harvest. Which means we need to find another piece of equipment to bring down there. Because as silly as it sounds, I don't like to tab back and forth between vehicles. It just feels pretty unrealistic to me. I mean, sure, I'll mess up and do it a couple times, probably a lot, but I'm going to try to keep this as realistic as possible. I think we're going to take that white potato truck down there. I haven't driven it yet, so I'm not quite sure how it runs. Well, I've driven it before, but not in this farming simulator game. It was a transferred mod from 2015. So I guess we'll see how it goes. This sounds nice. Interior is very well. Now, if I remember, it does hold quite a bit, even though the body of it looks small. It does hold quite a bit of potatoes, or whatever other crop we decide to put in it. But like I said, we're going to be doing mostly potatoes. I work at a potato farm, so a lot of the trucks that I have are based off of, and the tractors are based off the equipment we have at that farm. This truck and the green one being one of them. Not exact replicas, but close enough to keep me happy anyways. We're also going to be doing some wood at some point. I cut down a bunch of trees that were in the way a little bit. We're going to cut quite a chunk of wood at some point. I already have quite a stockpile there that we can take and sell little by little, I guess. So we'll just pull this all the way up in here, almost up against the wall. There we go. And we are going to bring our potato harvester home. Eventually my plan, I don't know if I already said this or not, is to buy all the fields. I've already started to do a little bit and harvest them, because in 2017 they do grow crops even though you don't own them. And so we're going to wait until the crop is ready to harvest. Then we're going to harvest the crop, make some quick money, and after we harvest it, we'll turn it to grass, other than the fields surrounding our farm, which would be 12, 14, 15, and 19 are the ones we're going to keep and just use those ones. Obviously, we're going to be giving up some bigger fields. 20 I've already turned to grass, for example. 5 is a large field, we're going to turn that to grass. But they're just too far away to drive. I don't see a point. It would be a waste of gas to be going all the way there each time. So I think just one harvest of it would be fine. then turning it to grass would be the best route, probably. I don't know why I unfolded this thing, because it's gonna knock over all the signs, like that speed limit sign. But that's okay. We can fold it back up. Well, probably better turn our beacons on in our 4-ways. That way we can be very visible on the road. Don't want to get hit. The beet harvester for 2017 is huge compared to the one for the past couple Farming Simulators. It's about 3 times the size of this potato harvester. And if you remember before, it was the same size as this potato harvester. So it was upgraded hugely. I don't know why, but that'll make harvesting that field right there, which we're going to do soon, because it's almost ready. It'll make harvesting that field a lot easier, quicker anyways. But, yep. Not a lot going on here today. Eventually we're going to take all that equipment down there in those other buildings and bring it all up here. That way we don't have to drive all this way every time. So maybe that'll be a task for another time. We'll do a hauling episode with all that equipment. I mean, it's not a long ways to haul it, but nonetheless it does need to find its way up here. I don't know why I put it down there. I think it was just to keep it out of the way when I was placing buildings and stuff. But now we can bring it back up here now that I have all the buildings where I'd like them. So now we can unfold this since we're just about to our farmyard. And we're not even going to bring it into that field over there, we're just going to park it right here on the side. That guy's making very slow progress, but progress nonetheless. Shut this off. I think I shut all the lights off. No, the 4-ways are still on. Would you look at that? Don't want to kill the battery. Now this conveyor is stuck in the ground, I see. Looks like the legs fell through somehow. I'm not quite sure, but it happens every time I get into the game. That's not what I wanted to get into. I'm just going to go over here and we'll see if we can fix that. That's not the right one. Let's try this. No. Also not the right one. Maybe this. That doesn't seem to be doing anything. So we will just whack it off something and hope that it pops up. Nope. Whoa, baby. That was not intended. Now we got our belts all off center, so let's take this and let's see if we can lift up that end of the conveyor belt to get it back above ground, because I don't think it's supposed to be glitching through like that. Oh, did it pop up? Nope, not quite. And apparently it doesn't like me. Maybe we'll go up a little bit further. Maybe that's too low and I can't get the fork underneath it. I have no idea. Whoa, now it's really out there. So I don't think that's going to work. Huh. Oh. Well, Well, it popped up now. Now I'll just straighten this out back where it was. Whoop. Straightened out. Nope, wrong way. There we go, that's just right. And we're going to lower that. Whoa. Not the right direction. And we're just going to lower that out of the way. Maybe that'll fix the glitching. Well, I guess we are going to go take a look at that sugar beet field, I guess, and see if that's almost ready to harvest, because we could do that in the next video as well. I like to use the hired help because I can't harvest in a straight line worth crap, so I just like to drive the potato trucks while the hired help does the harvesting. So I can harvest 2 crops at once, just take turns unloading the different machines. Pretty close, so let's take a look at our map and see what that's saying as far as how ready it is. Oh boy, now I can't find the mouse. Nope. There we go. Something is wrong with my mouse, I guess, when I use this screen recorder, because it didn't start glitching until after I started using it. But, oh well. Alright, growth, that's what we want. Give it a second to update. It is growing. Is anything ready? 5, 9, 11 is all ready. But 24 is going to be ready pretty soon here, so let's go get some beet harvesting equipment. And we'll bring it on over to that field there. Whoa, don't want to do that. So let's get our truck, our big Mack truck, to do some hauling. That way we don't have to leave one of our pickups up there at the shop. The only equipment I leave up there at the shop is a Bobcat. That way we can load up pallets onto different trailers or into the bed of a pickup if we need to. I don't think this truck's going to be big enough to haul that harvester that we're buying, so I'm going to park this right over here out of the way. We're going to have to jump right to the big guns and take this truck out. This trailer. It's nice wide, nice and low, that way we can back stuff right onto it. But I don't think you guys are even gonna believe how big this sugar beet harvester is until we actually go and start getting ready to load it. It's huge. I don't even know if this trailer will be big enough. But it's worth a shot, I guess. This trailer does extend anyways, so that might help make things a little bit smoother as far as loading it. And whoa, baby, we took that corner like a pro. Sign me up for NASCAR, I guess. Left turn. Now this trailer does come apart into two pieces. That way you can load up large equipment like we're going to do. So that's why I picked this trailer. I think the other one would have been way too small. So I guess Farming Simulator really took a focus on sugar beets for this year. It didn't really change much else. If I could only talk today, that'd be nice. It didn't change much else other than the sugar beet harvester, and there's a new piece of equipment in the sugar beet stuff. That is not what we wanted to unhook. That is what we wanted done. There we go. So I'll show you that equipment. Let's go here. Beet harvesting right there. As you can see, it has the two that you use with the tractor. That's the hard way of doing it. It takes forever. But then it has this that you gotta buy. And this that you have to buy as well in order to get it to work. But the new piece of equipment that I wish they had for potatoes is this machine right here. It piles the potatoes. Well, when you pile the potatoes on the ground, because that's what you have beets, it should be able to work with potatoes. That's my opinion. Well, let me know what you guys think in the comments. But that is definitely something we're going to be needing when we do some field purchasing and have sugar beets growing in them. So let's get this all loaded up. Yeah, like I said, I don't even know if this is going to fit on here. I think it's going to be way too long. It fit. I guess if it fits, it ships, right? UPS motto. Or USPS motto, sorry about that. I just offended millions of postal workers nationwide. There goes about 3 subscribers anyways. But it fits, it hauls. Whoa. Traffic would look out a little bit. We better turn the beacons on, that way they are a little bit more aware. There we go, that guy did a nice job. Oh, baby. Let's stop. Well. I'm going to try to get this all sorted out here, boys and girls. It looks like this is where our video is going to end for today. You are more than welcome to tune in next week to another Farming Simulator 2017 video. Knock on wood, hopefully the audio works. But this is where we're going to end today. Charlie will probably be posting at some point this week or next week, but we will be back Friday no matter what. So, have a good day, farmers.